Hey y'all, I was just want to just make this video, um, and I'm gonna just call it race loyalty. And the problem with black people, I'm gonna just get right to the point. The problem with black people is we have a lack of race loyalty. We don't put our race first. We don't put our people first, and we don't do things in the best interest of our people. When black men, are making millions of dollars, they don't do things in the best interest of their communities. They don't build businesses. They don't build institutions. They don't do things in the best interest of their people first. What's going on right now? I feel like I said, what black men need to be doing is self-educating themselves and competing economically and stop bowing down to the system of white supremacy. Like I don't. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Niggas need to stop bowing down. I don't know what it is. I don't look at white men and other races of men as gods. Maybe because I am well educated of my history and who I am as a black man. I don't know. But to me, I don't believe they're better than me, so I'm not gonna bow down to them at all. I would rather, to me, I mean, I believe I would rather die than submit to anybody. So I would rather die. I would rather just die than submit to anybody. But other than that, like I don't know what is it about some of you black men. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is it that y'all afraid of these men. I don't know what they do to y'all. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But y'all need to come on. You got to step the fuck up. You know, same thing with black women too. I mean, I understand, look, I understand that, black men are fucking, yes, they can be fucking pathetic, but let's be honest. First of all, the collective of white women don't even like y'all, and they don't, and they do feel like they're better than you. So you might as well carry around. You might as well grow some confidence, and compete. You might as well. I mean, who gives a fuck? Like I said, I don't give a fuck. Like for example, I'm not gonna stop being who I am because you got black women desperate to be with other. First of all, I'm not saying that's happening in large numbers. I'm just saying I'm not gonna stop who I am as a black man and pursuing who I am because some black women want to be desperate to be with other races of men. No, first of all, that doesn't mean I'm gonna respect them either, and ain't nothing black women are gonna do about it. So like I said, like I don't know. I mean, I'm just speaking for myself, but I just feel like black people got to stop with this inferiority complex that y'all have. I don't like that. But the main thing is, other race groups they practice race loyalty, and I think in the black community we don't do that. We don't understand that. Look, you have to be about race loyalty. People like Advice Show TV. I had to unsubscribe from him. I think he's a good guy. I think he does put out some good content. But bro, you have to be about black love and the black family. And that is the issue that we are having within the black community. Race loyalty matters. We keep thinking that we can keep fucking outside of our race and things are going to change. It doesn't work that way. Race loyalty does matter. And black people need to stop with this mentality. And one thing that gets on my nerves about black people, and I'm sorry, y'all need to stop calling other race groups racist because they don't want to date you, my nigga. A white man is not racist because he wants to date white women. That y'all need to get that out y'all head. That's insane. They are not racist. If I will never, that's to me that speaks on low self esteem and that speaks on low self esteem and black people's inferiority complex when they think that another race group is racist because they don't want to date them. It's just that simple. I don't care what y'all say. If you really believe that another race group is racist because they don't want to date you, you have an inferiority complex and you have low self esteem. It's just that simple. I don't understand why we have this fetish of trying this fetish of pushing other race groups to date us. Like it speaks on how desperate we are as a people, and it speaks on our low self esteem. It's just that simple. I don't care what nobody say. I believe it speaks on our low self esteem and the fact that we don't have no confidence in ourselves whatsoever. So, I mean, like people like Kristen Curzon, that's a prime example of pathetic. A 40-year-old woman on YouTube talking about talking like as if black women are winning dating these men. I don't know where she's getting that from. And I think that when it comes to this topic of race loyalty as black people, what boggles me is that you niggas are promoting interracial dating as if other race groups, like for example, like black men, like y'all acting like the collective of other races of women are going to shove aside their men for us. Look, I do believe we're the best, but let's be honest. Economically, we're at the bottom. And I mean, and the only time these women really fuck with us is first of all, yes, it's because of the BBC, and yes, and the only time they really like fucking with us is because it's because we got money some of the time. But a lot of I don't. And when it comes to interracial dating, I don't see a lot of brothers just pulling baddies from other races of women. As black men, yes, bro, I do believe we're the best men on the planet. But I just have a problem when it comes to black men that you don't put your race of women first. Because the main thing that irks my nerves about black men dating now is the fact that these women ain't coming together or doing anything for our survival. And the fact that they don't even, like, for example, it's hard to find a group of white women to agree to end mass incarceration that harmfully affects black men. It's hard to find that. I mean, I don't know who. It's hard to find something like that. It's hard to find Asians or Hispanic women to, even though that's not a race, but I'm just saying Mexicans or Guatemalans, whatever. It's hard to find these type of women to really agree with something like that. So I'm just saying, my nigga, like, it's like your survival should be more important. Now, when it comes to black women, oh my God. I understand black women that this need to be, I understand you want to be loved, you want to feel, I understand black men ain't doing what they supposed to be doing, they own some stupid shit, they date out more, I understand that, but there, but at the end of the day, the collective of every race of man is not going to shove aside his race of woman for you. These are facts. I do believe black women are the best women on the planet. But once again, let's be honest. That's not happening. That won't ever happen. And things will never change. Things will never change. Things will never change. Because y'all throwing y'all pussy at them. I'm just being honest. White men ain't gonna stop changing how they do things because they date y'all. It's not gonna happen. It will never happen. The collective of white men, no black woman can't prove that the collective of white men is gonna shove aside their race of women for them. They can't prove it. It's not gonna happen. It won't ever happen. It will never, ever, 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 ever happen. Period. Okay? It's not gonna happen. Like, Asians are probably the most, but they're like one of the most race loyal people on the fucking planet. And if y'all think that first of all, if y'all think that those men that are going to Africa really care about those women, you really smoking some crack, some dope, some codeine, some Molly, you really on that Percocet, you on something. Because, first of all, the Chinese are going to do what's best, and they're going to do what's best for Chinese people. So, and for y'all, and like I said, there's some fine ass Chinese women too. I'm just saying, like, y'all acting like these people are going to just, I mean, like, they're just, you're on drugs if you think that you're getting the best end of the stick. Like y'all not going to, like, the Chinese woman comes first in that community. So whatever's left over, y'all gonna be getting the scraps basically. So it's just that simple. Race loyalty matters to them, just like every race group, even Mexicans. Like, I mean, even Mexicans, like, I will. I mean, I agree with Mexicans as far as taking care of themselves. So that's why I will never say they're racist, even though I don't fuck with them either because of the things that they do to black people in a lot of areas, particularly in California. But I'm just saying, like, they're not going to, like, I don't see a Mexican business owner giving his shares of his business to a black woman. Like, that's not gonna happen. Like, I think black women, do y'all not understand that? I mean, if someone gets to my videos, like, these are the things that I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? Because black women, y'all also do suffer from mass incarceration. There is an epidemic going on in these hospitals of black women dying in these hospitals, giving birth, giving C-sections when they don't need to be giving C-sections, bleeding, tremendous bleeding, through the uterus, all types of stuff. These are issues, real issues, man. Come on. And this is why I say black people, why, dude, who gives a fuck about what people say? At some point, our survival has to come first. And I'm telling you, yes, people are not gonna like y'all. Y'all gotta get that through y'all head. when you're fighting for true black liberation, a lot of people are going to hate you. They're going to dislike you. They're not going to want to be your fucking friends. They don't want to fucking deal with you. They're going to want to shit. Yes, they probably going to want to try to kill you, which is all the which is all the reasons why you should be prepared to kill a motherfucker. You should practice, self defense, or get be secure in yourself and have some type of security of yourself, to where, look, I'm with this, and this is what I'm gonna do. What you gonna do about it? And if they pull something on you, then you gonna pull something on them. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? But you live in a competitive world anyway. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as black men and black women, we need to understand that race loyalty does matter. We have issues. Education or economics. We have to separate. We need separation. We need to separate from everybody. We need to start building our own businesses and institutions. I don't like the fact that you got black men. I don't know. I don't like the fact that you got. I'm not saying all black men. I think there are black men that need to be guided. I think there are black men who need to be guided. Men like me and other men, we need to guide the younger generations and try to guide these other children and try to guide some of these people. I think that's the main thing. But then yes, you got black men who are lost, who are, my nigga, who gives a fuck? I mean, like, fuck them, but there's an issue within our communities that needs to be addressed, you know what I'm saying? And we need to address them. But I just don't, I just, I'm just making one of these videos to point out that race loyalty will always play a role. Race will always play a role. No matter what y'all say, I don't give a fuck. I love my black people, but no matter what y'all say, race loyalty and race will always play a role in everything. So the Chinese will always do things in the best interest of the Chinese people. No matter what the fuck y'all believe, no matter how gullible they say, they will always do things in the best interest of their people, and y'all have to get that through your head. It's just that simple. Some of y'all will believe it and some of y'all won't. But it's just, these are things that needs to be said, because I feel like we need to stop being so gullible. Black people are very gullible. Like, we'll believe anything. We'll believe anything. We will believe. Here's an example of the fact that we will believe anything. MGK, that little white boy, he can say, he can say, he can say, I'm going to jump off this roof. No, 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 no. That's a horrible example. He can say, fuck it. He can say black women are the best women on the planet, and he will get major support, even though he don't give a fuck about black women. Even though he don't do shit for black women. He ain't doing nothing for black women. He can just make a compliment, and y'all can, and then that's the thing, like, anybody can say anything and y'all will support them. It's not just white folks, it's black people, it's Asians, it's Mexicans. It's like, it doesn't matter what we say. Like black men, like, y'all will fall for anything too. Like I remember I watched a video of this Mexican girl talk about how she just likes black men, like, you know what I'm saying? And you got niggas in the comments saying, talking about, yeah, yo, because, and the mama didn't agree with it. Her mama didn't agree with her, dating, black men. And you got black men in the comments saying, talking about, man, your mama, she got a white supremacist mentality and da 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 da. I'm like, first of all, bro, like, it's just race loyalty. Like, there's nothing wrong with dating within inside your race. Like, I think, and that's another thing about black men. Like, y'all niggas act like it's normal to date outside our race. No, it's not. And that's part of the reason why things ain't changed, because you got black men trying to, instead of building their own communities, niggas is trying to fit into other communities. Let's just be real. Dudes is trying to fit into other communities and shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You got niggas trying to fit into other communities instead of building their own communities with their own race of women. Come on, man. And y'all acting like, and we all know black men ain't getting nothing out of the Mexican community. We all know they not going to come together and do things for the best interest of you. We all know oh my God. We already know white men don't give a fuck about us. So, that's why I'm saying, bruh. Same thing with Asian women too. Like, it just don't make no sense when it comes to a lot of brothers. Like, I have a huge issue with black men when it comes to dating outside the race, because it's like, you should be building the community and propping up your own race of women. Like, so I'm not understanding that. Like seriously. Like it just don't make no sense. So I don't know, bro. You got a lot of brothers out here that's not doing what they supposed to be doing, and we need to end this issue. And we, and I mean, I'm not saying, and like I said, a lot of these black men ain't speaking for everybody. A lot of these brothers don't speak for everybody. And like I said, I'm gonna continue to keep doing me, and I'm not gonna allow no black man to stop me, especially me. So it's just that simple. So I don't know, bro. Like a lot of we have our issues as black people, but I do believe that we got to start building now and understand that I believe as black people we got to understand that some black folks are gonna have to die. Like they're gonna be sacrificed. Like because it's that's just going to come down to even as much as I love black women, yeah, some of them gonna have to pass away too. They're gonna have to die and be sacrificed too because if you really believe that black people should support you, it doesn't work that way. Like I can't support somebody if they're not loyal to me like that. Like it's just that simple. Like I'm not on earth to I'm not put here on earth to submit to white men. It's not gonna happen like that. So you either with me or you're against me. So I can't really. I'm sorry. Like that's just me. But and I feel like all black men should feel that way too. But I'm just saying, we should feel that way towards black men as well. Like, bro, like I can't really trust you if you don't really care about black women. Like, come on, my nigga. If you really don't want to be loyal to black women, like, it's hard for me to say, oh, you with us, like, because you should always put them first. And I'm not doing things in the best interest of other races of women. Like Mexican women, they got their own community. Like, white women, they got their own shit. Like, white men build things for them. So I'm not, why are we worried about them? I'm not worried about Asian women. Asian men, they doing the damn thing when it comes to economics. So what we worrying about them for? They got their own shit. So why we don't need to promote them whatsoever. So it's like, that's all I'm saying, man. I think that black people need to do a better job. In order for us to really liberate ourselves as black people, we have to be more race loyal. We have to be more race loyal towards each other. And now, of course, I didn't count in the mixed and biracial people. I didn't count them in because I feel like some of them are going to be with us and some of them are going to be against us. That's how I feel. I feel like that's just how I feel. I feel like some of us is going to be down with us and some of them are not, male and female. I just feel like I can't really speak on their issues. I can't really speak on them as far as their experiences, but I will say that some will be down for black liberation and then you have some people who will be against it. Just like, well, there's going to be some black men and women who's going to be against it. So we just got to fight. Just that simple. But that's all I had to say on this video.